Ever wonder what it's like to live in a neighborhood where you can walk to the nation's oldest city, then grab some tacos by the beach all before noon? Welcome to Davis Shores, St. Augustine's slice of paradise, with a few quirks you need to know. Before packing your bags, there are some things that you might find challenging about this neighborhood, and I'm going to tell you what those are. Today I'm going to give you the real story, the good, the bad, and everything in between. Davis Shores is one of St. Augustine's most charming and walkable neighborhoods. Well, walkable in the sense that you can get places on foot, sidewalks, not so much. But with these wide streets, you've got plenty of room to stroll, bike, or take your dog out for a scenic morning walk. And trust me, you'll see people doing exactly that. Davis Shores has a fascinating history. Built out of literal swampland in the 1920s by D.P. Davis, of course, they filled it to a higher elevation to build a luxury resort-style community. He had big plans and a big vision, but then the Great Depression hit and the dream of a luxury community slowed down. Fast forward to post-World War II, and the neighborhood saw a boom, giving us this mashup of vintage cottages, artsy mid-century homes, and sharp modern new builds. So if you're into character, you'll find it everywhere. One of my favorite things about Davis Shores is location. You're just over the Bridge of Lions, so downtown is literally walking or biking distance. Dinner, drinks, art shows, no Uber is required. And if you don't want to cross the bridge, then you can hit up Anastasia Boulevard, where you'll find coffee shops, taco stands, great dining, and fun fact, some of the best dive bars you'll ever find in St. Augustine. Now, St. Augustine Beach is just a short drive away, so you can go from sipping espresso to having your toes in the sand in minutes. And there's so much to do nearby: the alligator farm, climbing the lighthouse, or hopping on a boat tour down the Matanzas River. If you love the outdoors, Anastasia State Park is right here, perfect for hiking, kayaking, birdwatching, and of course, a day on the beach. And if you move here, get an annual pass so you can enjoy it any day you like. And for families, there's concessions, picnic tables, and most importantly, bathrooms. Here's what people love about Davis Shores. For Anastasia Island, the homes are more affordable, and there are tons of styles: fixer-uppers, funky mid-century, waterfront estates. There's no cookie-cutter vibe here. Think Greenwich Village meets the beach, loads of creative folks, teachers, artists, and small business owners. Davis Shores is not only walkable, but also great for biking due to its wide streets. One of the best things is there's no HOA, so if you want to plant a backyard garden, go for it. It's also close to Flagler College and downtown for a quick commute to work or class. And on the 4th of July, the firework views are the best. Just a quick walk to the Bridge of Lions to view, or possibly from your front porch. It has a great community vibe, friendly neighbors, regular dog walkers, and impromptu conversations. So if you're finding Davis Shores appealing but have questions, I'm Kim Devlin, and me and my partner are your go-to resource for all things St. Augustine. So call, text, email. Our contact information is in the description below. So okay, let's get real and talk about the cons, because no neighborhood is perfect. The number one con is the potential for flooding. Davis Shores is built on old, low-lying land, and it is in flood zone AE. That means flooding is a real concern, sometimes even during sunny days when king high tides push water into the storm drains. The city sees nuisance or tidal flooding, especially during king tides, about a dozen times a year. Hurricanes, we've had floods from those too. Some newer homes are elevated or retrofitted to handle water, but you should check the elevation of any property and the garage and driveway too, because your car isn't amphibious. Flood insurance costs. If you're getting a mortgage here, flood insurance is required. Homes in flood zone AE generally pay more, especially older homes. Tip: always get the elevation certificate and ask about the home's flood history. Florida law requires sellers to disclose this, so ask even if you're just looking. City taxes and fees. Davis Shores is in the city district, and St. Augustine city property tax rates are higher than county rates, and you may be looking at mobility fees if you change or expand the property. Existing homes don't pay the mobility fee, but new builds definitely do. And yes, overall, the cost of living by the water isn't cheap. Noise. Depending on where you are in Davis Shores, the homes along Anastasia Boulevard will experience noise, especially during bike week when motorcycle and traffic noise is real. There are a lot of older homes in Davis Shores needing repairs, so if you're into renovations, this is definitely a place you may want to look. If you want move-in ready, you may be looking a little longer. So what are your thoughts so far about Davis Shores? Are you familiar with this area and some of its quirks? If so, I want to hear from you. I'd love to know what you like or don't like about this area, so comment below. Now, if you're thinking about moving to Davis Shores or you're just curious about what the market looks like right now, let's do a quick real estate update. The neighborhood's always been a popular spot, but after Hurricane Matthew, the challenges with it being lower lying affected the market here. However, during COVID, prices increased exponentially due to its proximity to downtown, the lighthouse, and Anastasia State Park, attracting many buyers seeking a short-term rental investment. Fast forward to 2025, and the market has brought some interesting changes. This year, homes in Davis Shores are staying on the market just a bit longer. Most are selling in 2 to 4 months compared to the bidding wars we saw a couple of years ago. Prices have stabilized but remain higher than the St. Augustine median price of $675,000, especially for renovated homes and anything with river views or raised elevation. There's a bit of a negotiation gap now. Sellers are hoping for peak pandemic prices. Buyers are more budget conscious, especially as interest rates and insurance costs tick up. If you're hoping to buy, be sure to factor in not just your mortgage, but flood insurance, property taxes, and any updates you might need for older homes. The most popular homes are still the ones with modern updates and flood resilience, raised foundations, new roofs, and updated systems. Buyers, get that elevation certificate and lean on local agents who know the area. That's me. Davis Shores is a unique market. There's something for everyone, but do your homework. So, is Davis Shores right for you? If you want easy access to all things St. Augustine, dig community vibes, you don't mind a little DIY, and you've got your flood insurance game tight, you'll love it here. Just remember, elevation of the property matters, do your homework, and check the flood zone before you buy. Living here, you're never too far from St. Augustine's history, culture, and gorgeous sunsets. Even with its quirks, Davis Shores is a true gem if you're weighing coastal lifestyle versus classic neighborhood feel. For more information on this area and the St. Augustine area, download my relocation guide, which you'll find in the link below. If you have any questions about Davis Shores or want a local's perspective, drop your thoughts in the comments below. Reach out anytime, and don't forget to subscribe for more real talk on St. Augustine neighborhoods. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and I will catch you on the next one.